Let's try it one more time. Aloha ohana.
Aloha.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here. Aloha. Aloha aina. To us, aloha aina is the living God. When you divorce us from the living God, you can divorce us all. So that's why part of our things is, back when Emmett first came to us, we already was trying to organize this Aloliki with Betty Snowden and Kaliko and a lot of other people decided to feed us. Especially the guys who end up in trouble and doing all the wrong things and being the wrong person that we're not. We thought, our time is Al Capone. So we thought sovereignty was Al Capone style. Now we have to turn it to Al Capono. But first we have to know what is ohana and what is all these things that eluded us. We really, why we was angry? Because we really love America. We really believe. God, we go young gun, go shoot for him, for them. Until we found out we're doing the wrong thing. We're supporting the wrong energy. But by the time the overthrow happened in Hawaii, it was so easy, it was a neutral nation.
Nation of peace.
Neutral nation. So, all the way to now, whatever happened before then to now, no count, I don't care how many times they would put up some new proclamation or new laws. So when you broke the neutrality treaty, everything is moved. Every law they made, everything they're going to use to stop us in court, it's all moved. So when we found this out, we closed our airport. Yeah, the crumbs they gave us for Hawaiian homes. The crumbs that they gave us for Hawaiian homes, even money got our crumbs. So when we became state, they stole all the money. Before the money was straight to Hawaiian homes. That's why I never had too much grumble from Kanaka or being naked Hawaiian. Because once you become native Hawaiian, you're not Kanaka. See, Hawaiian is not a race, it's a nationality. And when we understand that, rice town will fall down, all this, what they say we did, what do you call it, with entitlements. No, you stole our place, that's why we're unique, that's why you got to pay us. Because you know and we know. And you citizens know. We can go back to the Queen and her story. All the other people, Leo Anderson, all these other people, they brought up all the educational things for all us to understand what is really going on. Let me take the Indians. Because there was a first community organized in the 70s. Charlie Aloha and the gang, all these people. So as time went on and we closed that airport, the first time, we realized direct action. All this talking, Kahoolawe, direct action. That what helps the people to understand something is wrong, really wrong. For people to go out there and act like Jesus, maybe die. And that's what this whole thing is about. Our living God. And the living God, they live inside us, they make us do these things. But we believe, the living God is not a human being. That's what they call maka ainana for us. People say it's coming, people know it comes from the source. And the source is the living God. And when you mix all the teaching up, it's a really great at. They just put different words in front of us to really, it's like they hate everything from us. They can't hide inside. And then the mother that comes out to create activism or whatever it needs to be done. But what we want to concentrate on is aloha activism. See, if we don't get them back, we don't let nobody die. Because now they can take them again. You got to kill us. To outlaw us, all right, it's good. Outlaw us, it's easy. That's why we say aloha. So when we hear it, that's what drives everything we do. So afterwards, but one thing we got to realize is when we do activist things, we have to have litigation along with it. That's one thing we're going to learn doing all these things. We need the people to help us litigate, support that, put monies into that, monies into your future, our future. Not only Kanaka, but our future. Because you know, like I say, Hawaii is a nationality, it's not a race. So you understood when the Native Hawaiian came out, how much people lost. Do you know we had 14,000 white people here at that time? Citizens? And only 1,600 of them went against us, the rest stayed with us. And they lost out. Japanese, Chinese, all those people lost out. But we got the most brainwashed because we had to forget everybody. You can understand that. Forgetting everybody and everything you knew. Took us 4 generations to come back knowing. To go back into our sacred areas. And we introduce ourselves to our living God. So people feel it's enough money so we can do this kind of stuff. And keep our aloha. Not get too angry. I was so angry back then. It fed a whole movement. The anger. Well, the anger also pushed away a lot of people. But I like to take that as, you know, as a screen. You have to go through our screen. You have to be verbally abused to know that you really love us. So, you know, somewhere along the line, that's what got put into our ano, into our method of how we going to deal with each other, and even our loved ones. The anger was trying to get into our families. So the only way to reduce that is to make all altars, ahus, and leles, and go back to the living God. Ohana. No, look at your own love, because you can't touch that. Get back at the right guys, and you start hurting the ones around you. Yeah. You can see them. Might teach right pride pay. That's what it's all about, the bombing, everything. When you bomb us too. Mentally, physically, spiritually. Not only boom. That goes deep in us. To the point that we think that's the only way. Yeah. And then we let our young ones go out there, get their guns and go out there and do that stuff for them. They gotta stop their cousin, you gotta go back. Go back to the real teaching of us. Yeah. Not them, but all of us. Basically, we're all native. We're all native. Some people might think we're just Americans because they still are not a native. But that's part of the blood debt we all got a part of. When the Hawaiians became Americans, we acquired their blood debt. So even our families break it. Because we want to support something like that. So what is the future? Get back to the sacred lands. Give back the lands to the Indians. So we can clear that blood debt. We wasn't there. How come we don't care them? Because we'll take them to the next generation if we don't. We'll take it to the next generation if we don't clear it now. On the altars of the living God. So we can get across to each other. Once we get across to each other, we can get across to the government. But first we have to deal with us. Our own head, our own beliefs, our own love. When we say Allah, we really believe that. Okay. We need to do all of those things and make, so that we, kind of make answer to yourself when you watch out. So angry. But if we use aloha, it will work. Get back to our land, get back to our God, get back to everything that made us. So we say, from the darkness we come, because darkness is the parents of light. The darkness minus stars, the two of them, when they touch, they make all that light. Every morning our morning star come up. The piece of the morning star is the middle of this earth. We call Tutupele Haumea. First thing created from the fire, we call Pohaku, Iriai, skin of fire. Skin of fire make empty space, they call it Kore. Fire, rock, empty space make water. Fire, rock, empty space, water makes, we call Limo Ele, Kanaka, they eat that, so remind us what's made first, second, third, fourth. Who else want? They come Opai, all the way to living God make us who that is. Create everything. All of us. Great architect put us different places in this world. And we live accordingly. We look accordingly to those places of that living God. Which is one great big spaceship, living spaceship, flying through this cosmos right now. And pick up on those things. We will always be lost in the middle. do it. So it's like, take, every year he came at their timing, recruited us to go Kahoolawe, was one of the 6 legal landers. Because of him, I got to fly in on a helicopter 100 feet up the surface from Kaliko Marine Base, reached there, Uncle Les guys was there, Timmy Louis Kwan, Kamakea, Richard DeLeon, all these people. They left us with 16 cases or 30 cases beer. We drank that beer in 3 days, 30 cases. But we found 263 sacred sites, cleaned them by hand, because the island gave us so much mana. That was more strong than ever been strong in my whole life, 5 times stronger than I can do anything on this island. So, I know I get mana there. I know Kahoolawe was there. I know all these things. Kahoolawe. But then one thing was good about it, and also I understood why they used it as a prison colony. This was for people who believed in plural marriages. They didn't want to be a Christian, they kept on going in the bushes, they keep on praying to their God or goddess. They separated us, the men on Kahoolawe, the women on that yard. Left us there. Thought we was going to die. But then we came back, we have villages going now. But by that time they came back to get us, they spiritually conquered all the Kanaka. So they split the Kahaunaele into all these places so they could be guilt and shamed out of their teaching. Oh, we Kanaka, what other way? They're the worst. Reborn Christians, or whatever they call them in that time, they really got to the ones that really. But you think the United Church of Christ came out and apologized, along with the Americans, the government? Because they brainwashed us, mentally, spiritually, and physically. That's why we don't know about the living God. Kaliko Kahanaele, all these things kind of put away on the side. So all these things we did, Kahoolawe, bring back Lono. You know what Lono mean? Sound. Happy sound. Our main God is Lono Makua, Father sound. Everywhere that sound touch, life grew. That's why a lot of things is on our altar. Uncle of Tutupele, God of the 5 fingers. The long God, the high God. Makahikiho. You know what that's all about? And the last time the earth went hooly, everybody was here. Just like now. Just got cut off. If you look the whole time, that's not the first time. Only place was Hawaii. Everything went boom. But only over here on these islands was just regular like this. But everything just stopped. Everybody just stopped coming. It's going to happen again. And again, and again, and again.
Everyone that has gone to Kahoolawe, all different nationalities, they have been touched in some way by their experience on Kahoolawe. I mean, I've heard this time and time again, through the decades.
Only there you're going to find the real house of the sun. Only there. You see the real pyramid.
And everyone literally became Ohana.
Thank you.
Everyone became Ohana, regardless of what nationality they may have been. And people's lives were literally changed in a positive way through their experience on Kahoolawe.